Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode. As you can see, we're in downtown Selkirk, Manitoba, just about to hit big windy for Greenback. It's gonna be an awesome episode. We got Carlo out here with us, chasing him around, and he's been on these fish this year, so we're really excited to get out there, put some fish on top of the ice, some big fish on top of the ice. So come on.
Addiction, the fact or condition of being addicted to a particular substance, thing, or activity. An addiction is not desirable. It is something that overtakes your life. What happens when an addiction cannot be stopped? An addiction is stronger than any one drug with only one cure. The cure is not rehab. It is not medication. It is not a counselor. The only cure for us is the water beneath our feet, the rod in our hands, the anticipation of that next big bite, and the camaraderie we all share. This is Fish Addictions TV.
Fish Addictions TV is brought to you by Eskimo Ice Fishing Gear and the rest of our fine sponsors.
This is what you guys actually want to see. 3 out of 6 snowmobiles started right now. So this is a struggle. Part of it. It's big windy. You hear that? That's 100% success. I'm so happy. It's gonna be a great day. That's what it's all about. You come up here to break your machines and put them through the test, and risk reward. That'll start. Renegade Custom. I haven't even got my flasher open. I just ripped this thing 3 times and bam! Get this fish. It is stinking cold out today, so fingers don't work. Equipment's crazy, but heck of a start for Lake Winnipeg. Shooting her back down. Yes! Haven't even opened my case yet. That's a good sign. Oh, it's cool!
Nice. A start. Had to make some moves. We made a couple of small moves right away, and we just made a really big move, and I got hot fish down below. I want to put this one back because I got a couple other marks. There's some big ones down there. I'm going to go get them.
That's just the start of what's about to come.
There we go. Manitoba greenback right here. The limestone basin is giving these colors, giving these fish these colors. Let's hurry up and get this fish back in the water real quick. I just caught that fish I caught him very suspended. I was jigging my bait about 6 feet above the bottom, and he showed up out of nowhere, and he was aggressive and he wanted it. So these fish today are not on the bottom, they're suspended fish. And let's go back and get another one.
Before the spot, before the hole, before the bait, it starts with a passion. And that passion starts at Runnings. The best gear and supplies from the most trusted brands. When you get the strike, will you be ready? Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
The all-new Eskimo pistol bit is the ultimate weapon to pair with your 1/2-inch high-torque cordless drill if you want to be mobile and destroy the ice in a hurry. At just under 4 pounds, nothing will slow you down, as this unit was engineered to cut fast, cut smooth, and maximize the battery life of your cordless drill. Best of all, it's lightweight, so it won't wear you out. If you've been considering a cordless drill auger bit, we challenge you to try the pistol and find something you don't like about it.
Catch Cover makes a full line of hard-nosed products for your fish house. Exceptionally durable. Original catch covers keep out snow, dirt, and road salt. Accessories like rod holders, rattle reels, slush buckets, new Moonglow hole sleeves, and much more. All made in Minnesota and backed by a no-question guarantee. Look for Catch Cover at fine retailers or see the entire product line at catchcover.com.
Manitoba, Canada's heart beats.
Actually, Mike's kind of the one that kind of got me into this. I was super focused on my career for the last 10-12 years and had zero hobbies, and I actually wired Mike's shop, and he gave me a good deal on an old sled house and a couple rods, and I mean that's pretty much how it began, and now it's just an obsession.
Talk to me, bro. You got him?
Insane!
What just happened?
Everything. I don't even know. What do you got? Oh my gosh.
I can't even believe it.
So my guess is that it's your biggest walleye you've ever caught?
Oh yeah, by far.
Really?
By far. My biggest is probably 20, 21. I mean, an eater. You know what I mean? That is humongous. Look at the belly on that thing. 29 and a half.
29 and a half?
29 and a half.
Finally got the heater going, and now we're moving. I can tell you this, Lake Winnipeg is all about moves. If you're gonna come out here, set up a house and sit down, don't expect to catch giant numbers. Not that it can't happen, but I wouldn't expect that. When I come out here, I expect to move a minimum of 15-20 times in a day. And sometimes you land on a pot of fish that sticks around for quite a while, and you're good, but these fish are roamers. They're movers. They're out here in a big flat. There's nothing holding them to one spot. It's just a big bowl, roaming, moving, looking for bait fish, looking for you hear that all the time, that the structure out here really is these pressure ridges where ice pushes under, and those bait fish kind of stick around those pressure ridges. So we're just gonna keep moving, find a pot of fish, find an active pot of fish, and and do our best to stay on them.
Good fish, guys. Big. And this is what we got. It's right here. Oh!
Look at that. This is why we come out to Lake Winnipeg.
Look
right
at
here.
that.
Look at that beautiful, beautiful fish. Haven't been on this spot for more than 10 minutes. This is well worth that 10, 12-hour drive to come up here. 100%.
Look
Let's get that thing back right in the hole real quick. The last thing we want to do, here, the last thing we want to do is get this fish's eyes frozen over. So here, we're taking the best care of this fish we possibly can. When I come out here, I'm really, really prepared. I have my lip grip, I have everything I need. What I do is when I catch this fish, I get this thing right back in the water as fast as possible. We'll measure it, and then we will get the size and everything else after that. But this right here, folks, is the most important key on Lake Winnipeg -40. This is a huge fish. I definitely got to take a measure. Just took that, oh yeah, 30 and a half. Woo! Oh.
Now guys, when you're on Lake Winnipeg coming here, and we're just approaching prime time, what I would call prime time on Lake Winnipeg. When you're coming here, basically these fish are kind of filtering down into the Red River, moving towards their spawning areas, you know, just getting ready for that natural cycle that these walleyes have. And when I think of fishing on Lake Winnipeg, I think of a west side and an east side. And I think these fish, personally, now this is just what I think, that these fish kind of filter down each side of it, and kind of, you know, pick a side, funnel into that river. It's almost like they hit the edges and kind of funnel down into the Red River where they're going to go to spawn. And so does the bait. And that's one thing that brings these fish as well, as the natural spawning sense and the bait moving this way. All that, oh, here's one. All that makes a difference. And we're catching an abundance of smaller fish along with a few larger fish. There you go. And actually, you know, I remember coming up here. I've been coming up here for many years. That's a decent one. There we go. I've been coming up here for a lot of years, and over the last couple of years, you've seen a lot more of fish this size. I remember coming up in the beginning part, and we really didn't see the quantity of these smaller fish like we have been over the last 2 or 3 years. So that's a good thing. I think seeing fish like this obviously shows that it's going to be healthy for years to come. And get this guy back. Be healthy for years to come, but we're still catching plenty of big fish. And so far on this trip, we've gotten a couple, but that's the way this goes. I mean, anywhere you go, no matter what kind of fisheries, no matter if it's Lake Erie, Lake of the Woods, or Lake Winnipeg, probably 3 of the walleye meccas of the world, you're not going to catch every fish a big fish. But if you put yourself in those high probability areas, you're going to strike gold. It's only a matter of time.
resort of Bemidji, Minnesota.
We're probably good here.
Decent, yeah. Well, let's start working that way, right?
Yep. It is cold, baby. I don't know. Sometimes I question my sanity about this, but it's ice fishing, so let's get to it, right? Just gotta do it.
You know, up here, I think it's essential to move around, and we talk about that all the time, but I think the biggest reason is you just don't want to get complacent. Sit in a spot, and my rule of thumb personally is we're up here 10, 15, 20 minutes max in a spot. If you're not marking a fish, if you're not catching a fish, move on. This is such a giant area to cover that the more you move and the more holes you drill, the better chance you are to catch that fish of a lifetime.
It's heart stopping when you get up here. You know what the fish look like back home when you see them on the graph. You get up here and you see a big, oh no! Fish come in and hit it and catch you off guard like that. That's not the big one, but it's another nice fish, real nice fish. Oh yeah, oh my gosh. So we know, I mean, there was a really big fish that was down there, and then a couple smaller marks came in. So we know that big fish is still down there. I want to get this one put back in, get my bait back drop back down. We're ready to rock and roll. Let's go, buddy. Oh, nice. You know what's best about that? Is he didn't take my bait, so I can drop right back down there. Whoo! You know, my fingers are freezing right now, but when you're catching fish, it's a little less bothersome or painful, I guess.
So it's about 2:30 here on Lake Winnipeg. We've been on a pretty tough bite today. We've been bouncing around in one mans. It was freezing cold. Me and Carlo were out on the sled all day long, decided it's pretty cold, so we're gonna get some heat on us. What we did was set up the shack real quick.
I marked him right away. Instantly, he was gone. 2 seconds later, it hit Tim's. Hit it like a freight train. Oh, that's a beautiful fish. Look how fat that is. You know, these walleyes, they gorge on the minnows. They're trying to get fat just before the end of winter.
This one's probably pregnant, so what we do is we take extreme care of these fish. What I like to do is get it in the water a couple times before I measure it, take pictures and all that. My main thing is its eyes. We never want those eyes to freeze. We just keep dunking it and make sure we take extreme care of these beautiful Lake Winnipeg greenbacks.
Oh man, 28 and a half inches.
Take a flick on your phone real quick. This fish is in great shape. We've had it out of the hole a couple times, but we've taken proper procedure care with this. And we're gonna release her for someone else to catch.
Good job, brother.
Woo!
Okay, you're good.
A lot of times what I like to do is... Is that Jesse?
Jesse.
Got it? Yep. Hold on. Oh.
Nice, dude.
Holy smokes! This is awesome. After fighting the fish for 2 hours yesterday and not getting it, and we just made a big move to deeper water, from 6 to about 13 foot of water, and dropped right down, and this thing came flying in and nailed it. It was absolutely amazing.
This is classic. We 5-10 minutes we've been here. That's why when people tell you to move on Lake Winnipeg, you got to do it. Things happen fast here. Lake Winnipeg's full of giant fish. You got to find them. Sweet, dude. Good job.
Awesome, amazing 28-inch Manitoba Master. I want to get this back in the water. This thing is healthy, kicking, and ready to go swim and can be caught another day. Release that fish, just watch it swim down to the bottom on the Panoptics. It's awesome. This lake here, this is why we come to Lake Winnipeg. Big walleyes. A 28-inch walleye up here is considered a master. It's a dream fish. It's cold. We're fighting the elements. We're fighting broken gear. But like I said, that is why we come up here and deal with what we deal with and do what we do for big fish like that.
Hey guys, just jumped out of the truck, back the trailer in the shop, getting everything unloaded from the Lake Winnipeg trip. And on the trip home, we thought our last ice episode of the year, let's give these guys a sneak peek on what Eskimo Ion has coming for 2020. Guys, you guys have probably seen some of this stuff throughout the season. There's been a few things that we've kind of led on and to show people and been able to use and test. We've gotten to test it all, so I don't know if they're going to like it or not, but here's a quick sneak peek to what Eskimo Ion has coming for 2019-2020 ice season. Enjoy.
Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store with over 40 locations.
Fishing. Make your own luck.
Good job, buddy.
Look at that slob!
Giant greenback. That is giant! Oh my Lord, let's get the hook out of that thing.
All right, dude, it's so cold right now, but I just caught this monster greenback right now. It just came up and clobbered this bait. Let me get out of here with my grippers here. It is just healthy master angler walleye here. Oh, I'm gonna put it back in the water. Oh yeah, nice and healthy. Goodbye, girl. Oh man, that was exhilarating. It came up and just crushed my bait out of nowhere. It was, you can't beat that feeling.
Another giant, my best day ever on Lake Winnipeg. We're gonna put this one back. It's cold out. Take care of these big fish. Look at the size of that pig.
Hey guys, that's a wrap on Lake Winnipeg. By the time you guys see this, we will be rolling in to the peak season on this lake. So don't miss out on the opportunities that Lake Winnipeg has for you. Now this is also a wrap on our ice season. I want to thank everybody along the way that helped us out. Everybody that gave us awesome messages telling us to keep doing what we're doing, because I'm telling you, that helps. But we got something super special for you guys coming up the next 5 weeks. We are gonna give you the behind the scenes look at 3 pros and 3 co's on the National Walleye Tour, and what we had to do every step of the way to compete with the best of the best. You guys are not gonna wanna miss this. Getting ready for stop number 2 of the National Walleye Tour. Never gets old. There's a lot of ice left. Be safe. Stay tuned to us every single week. Wednesdays we'll be putting out our fishing reports, ice reports, and everything you need to know going into open water season. But that's a wrap from us here at Fish Addictions TV for the winter of 2019. We'll see you again in 2020. We're excited. Don't forget about 6 episodes of open water. You're gonna love it. Stay tuned.